At the end of World War II, veterans' hospitals were filled with men and women who had returned home from the war. As an outreach to these soldiers, the Hospitalized Veterans Writing Project was started to offer veterans a therapeutic writing program designed to help with their rehabilitation. Within 6 years, Veterans Voices was established as a way to publish select writings created by veterans involved in the project. Over the past 6 decades, HVWP has developed from an organization targeting men and women confined to hospital facilities to encompass outpatient veterans. The program acknowledges veterans' war experiences and builds self-esteem through creative expression and possible publication. Thanks to HVWP, Veterans' Voices are filled with pride.
It's made me feel proud of myself, and I'm just proud that I can share with other veterans my stories and my feelings, and it's helped me overcome a lot of trauma and abuse that I suffered because of my ex-husband and some of the Marines at my command.
The Hospitalized Veterans Writing Project is a very worthwhile cause. It's something that is made me feel good to see a couple of my works get into print.
It's given me a goal. It's given me something that, you know, is intangible. I mean, 5,000 people read my stories, or theoretically 5,000 people read my stories every time they're published.
Thanks to HVWP, veterans are helping others while helping themselves.
But writing for the Veterans Voices has really made me feel like I'm contributing, that I can do something to help others. A lot of my writing is directed, of course, from military experience, and also to help others with some of the effects from military service and the camaraderie and things like that.
When I came here and I listened to what most of them were writing, I decided that I would make my specialty humor. And it's a legitimate emotion. It's not the one that men usually go to, it's usually anger. But I wanted to do something that was a little bit different. I wanted to see if I could make combat veterans laugh, if I could make them smile, if I could make them maybe forget a little bit about the pain that they were feeling.
It has helped me out to express the way I feel and who I'm supposed to be and how I can make the difference for my family now in regards to the way it was before. Just by being able to express myself and reaching out to other veterans and knowing that they can read it and make them feel that they're not alone helps me out in return.
Since the fall of 1952, 3 generations of volunteers throughout the United States have been encouraging veterans to write about their experiences. Volunteers have edited veterans' words and sought funds to make the magazine a reality.
My name is Pat Cranzo, and I'm the representative for Hospitalized Veterans Writing Project at Hines VA Hospital in Hines, Illinois. Rodney's a very interesting person. He has many stories to tell about his experiences, and we thought that they would be interesting for other veterans to read, especially those who have had some of the physical challenges that he has. So we started to put them into a written format and have sent them into Veterans Voices, and he's been published several times, and he really enjoys being published and getting the attention for it.
Well, Veterans Voice for me it's another way of living. By writing, I can expand outward and hopefully touch others, and they can do the same.
Over the years, military veterans representing every American war from World War I through Afghanistan have written stories, memoirs, and poems for publication in Veterans Voices, the only magazine devoted exclusively to the creative work of veterans. A writers group at the New Mexico VA exemplifies how the volunteers' writers' aides feel about the program.
From 1984, I've been with Veterans Voices. When I heard that they needed writing aides in the VA hospitals across the country, I volunteered just as Tom McCullough was hoping I would, and I loved it. There have been some that writing helps them get through life, so many of them. There have been several who said if they couldn't write, if they couldn't get their hearts on paper, they would commit suicide because they hurt so badly, and writing is their way of getting what hurts them out on paper.
HVWP works with the Department of Veterans Affairs as well as with VA medical centers across the United States. Veterans who have a story, poem, or artwork published in Veterans Voices find that love and writing is still the best medicine. The program provides a helping hand to bolster their self-esteem and to instill pride in having served their country. Through Veterans Voices, HVWP has gone to great lengths to instill in the hearts of veterans pride and accomplishment and a reward for an endeavor well done.
Thanks to HVWP, veterans have an avenue to express their feelings and experiences.
I would tell a veteran coming home today to make a journal or just write down whatever thoughts they have whenever they have them, whether it's during the day or the middle of the night.
Don't be afraid to express what you have to express, even though it's dark, and a lot of my writing is dark. And if it's dark, and that's the way it is. So just write what you feel.
Just start writing. If you get an idea, just start putting it down on paper and it'll just pull together. You don't have to feel like you have to have a talent, you know, to start writing, you know, or anything. Just put it down, because whatever you have to say is very important.
Oh, I tell them to read some of the stuff these veterans have written, because most of the time when you read what they write down, it has pretty much the same story as your life, little different ways, but a lot of veterans have the same kind of experiences. One guy this way, one guy that way, but pretty much if you read some of this stuff, you can relate to it.
Thanks to HVWP, Veterans Voices are alive with new hope.
It's changed my life in a form that I can better communicate with people. I do not lock myself up and feel sorry for myself or think that everything that I did was wrong, but also to be a part of knowing and sharing with other veterans that they're not alone. We're not alone. And we need to express that to each other.
Well, I had a choice on that day to either write or, I guess, commit suicide, and I chose to write.